We're running to the volume to turn it down. That's Outcast. We can sort of do away with that there, David Solomon. Let's go to Deanna Venker. She is with the Missouri Department of Transportation here in St. Louis and the district manager. Good morning, Deanna.
Good morning, McGraw. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Deanna. Nice to talk to you again.
Let's start with the closings. I know that MODOT is pretty smart about all this stuff, and I know you wouldn't be closing it this weekend if you absolutely had to. So what's going on with the closures on Highway 64 this weekend? What's the work that has to be done?
So what we're doing on just eastbound 64 on the Van and Venner Bridge, which is a mainline bridge on 64, is replacing that driving surface. It takes about 2 weekends to do this job. We're on our second weekend, so we're going to wrap it up this weekend. We will basically take off the driving surface that's there, fix the pavement that's underneath, and place a new driving surface back down. We looked at trying to do this kind of project over the course of a week, and we can't do it and get it back open in time by early Monday morning. So it causes us to do it over the weekend.
Was there any other 2 weekends you could have done it? I mean, I know you guys hate to do it on a Lou Fest weekend.
Well, yeah, and we do. We do take a look at all the events going around the area, and quite frankly, we have a lot of other projects that are going on around the area that also have weekend closures. And we're trying to avoid having two interstates closed down at the same time in a very close proximity, which is what I have with my partner out on the 170 job. So I'm trying to trade off weekends with her so that we can both get our jobs done this fall.
Right.
That being said, we have worked with Blue Fest before in the past, and we have had zero problems with their traffic coming in. The kind of traffic that Blue Fest brings in over the course of the weekend really kind of, I'll call it, it comes in very low waves from about 11 a.m. all the way down to 7 p.m. at night. So it's over the course, and it's bringing in 15,000, which I don't know if you're aware, like the zoo can bring in close to 20, 30,000 on a weekend, and we handle the zoo traffic on a regular basis.
So you're saying the closure of the Hampton, Skinker, all that eastbound is not going to affect Lou Fest as much as people think?
Correct. So Hampton stays open. So it's as you come down eastbound 64, we're going to start to dwindle down the lanes starting around Big Bend like we do for this closure. And Hampton will be open. You can still get off at McCausland, but we're not going to let you back on the interstate to go eastbound. But if you're coming towards Blue Fest, you can still get off at Clayton Skinker. You can still get off at Hampton. You can still get off at Kings Highway. We're even going to leave the interstate open down with one lane open all the way down to the new interchange at Tower Grove.
Gotcha.
So that gives people plenty of access points into Forest Park, and let's all remember that there are more than one entrance to Forest Park. That's always the running joke, is that everybody only knows one entrance to Forest Park, and that's Hampton. But remember, there's 9 other entrances.
Don't tell other people about the other entrances and exits, Deanna. What are you doing? Come on now. I like those for myself.
Other entrances.
No, there's not. There's only one. There's only one way. Highway 40. That's it. What about the art fair? The Clayton Art Fair is another big one. How much do you think that's going to be affected by all this?
I quite frankly don't think it's going to be affected at all. If you're headed westbound on 64 trying to get to Clayton, it's a no-brainer. There's no closures. If you're coming in from West County, you're not even going to be affected by it at all. 170, I don't think has any work on it this weekend at all either. So you are going to be unaffected as you're coming into Clayton for the art fair.
And the Rams on Sunday. What about that?
We do have a Rams game on Sunday, and the good thing with the Rams game is that we always have tailgaters. So the tailgaters are going to come in one good wave in the morning, and then you'll get your last-minute show-ups that come in the evening. We also, where the demographics come for a Rams game vary a lot for the different events. So we have a big South County. There is a large contingency in St. Charles that comes across. So they a lot use Metrolink, but they also come early trying to get in for the tailgating. Right. So the detour for a closure on the eastbound direction there at Van Venner is to get off at Hampton and go down to 44, which, as we know, is a very short segment. It flows. We've got it set up signal-wise to flow very quickly down to 44, and you're back on your way. It's less than a mile.
Right. All right, good. Deanna Venker. And all this is on the MODOT website, I'm assuming.
It is. It is all on our website.
And that website is?
MODOT.org.
MODOT.org. MODOT St. Louis District Engineer Deanna Venker. I bet you can't wait till Monday morning.
Yeah. And we'll be done with this job.
You're probably going to be working over the weekend, right?
As always.
Yes.
There you go. Deanna, thanks
Woman who never rests.
Thanks for checking in, Deanna.
Thank you, McGraw. Thanks, Farrah.
You got it. 6:43 here, Big 550.